The district's southern region from Interstate 4 south to Charlotte Harbor is diverse, with city and suburban development along the coast, spacious farmland inland, phosphate mining tracts to the north and east, and the Charlotte Harbor estuary at the mouth of the Peace River forming its southern border. The area's economy generates annual personal income of more than $40 billion, which is more than the personal income of 11 states. The area's population of approximately 1.5 million people is larger than 12 states. The southern region is rich in water resources. Surface waters include 5 major rivers, multiple creeks, and a string of lakes dotting the ridge in Polk County. 3 different aquifers are found in the southern region, including the Sufficial, the Intermediate, and the Floridan. The design of the aquifer in the region restricts rainwater from making its way into the deeper Floridan aquifer. Much of the recharge occurs along the sandy Lake Wells Ridge, 85 miles east of the Gulf of Mexico. It can take centuries for water recharged along the Lake Wells Ridge to reach coastal areas. This means water drawn from wells today in Sarasota might have fallen as rain before the British colonists were planning their trip to Jamestown, and Shakespeare was writing Othello. What links the diverse southern region is a shared problem: too much water being pumped from the Floridan aquifer, about 650 million gallons a day. This overpumping has reduced water levels in the Floridan aquifer, causing saltwater intrusion along the coast, reduced flows in the Peace River, which feeds the Charlotte Harbor estuary, and lowered levels in lakes along the Lake Wells Ridge. As a result of all these conditions, the entire region has been designated the Southern Water Use Caution Area, known as SWCA. The district has developed a recovery strategy to address these water resource problems, while also meeting existing and planned water needs for the next 25 years. The recovery strategy rests on a foundation composed of water conservation, alternative supplies, land use changes, and environmental restoration. The district employs a combination of regulation, education, and financial incentives to promote water conservation among all users. Water conservation simply means water should not be wasted. Working with local partners, the district helps fund a variety of research, rebate, and educational programs to promote efficient water usage. For instance, the district is encouraging conservation through the FARMS program, a partnership with the Florida Department of Agriculture. FARMS provides for agricultural interests to be reimbursed for 50% or more of the cost of projects that improve water quality, increase efficiency, reduce pumping from the aquifer, or conserve, restore, or augment local water resources. Water conservation plays a key role, but other alternative sources are needed. The district's regional water supply plan identifies potential alternative water sources to serve growing needs or replace existing groundwater withdrawals. These alternatives include surface water, reclaimed water, desalination, and conservation. One successful alternative water supply project uses surface water from the Peace River. Called the Peace River Option, this program is one of the earliest and most successful attempts to reduce groundwater usage. During the rainy season and other times when the Peace River flow is high enough, the Peace River Minnesota Regional Water Supply Authority is allowed to divert water. The river water is pumped to the reservoir, then treated to drinking water standards before it's sent to the public. Any amount that is not immediately needed is stored using the Aquifer Storage and Recovery, or ASR wells. This water is available when the river or reservoir water is unavailable. Reclaimed water is another important piece of the water supply puzzle. Reclaimed water is treated wastewater. By reducing demand for traditional groundwater, this alternative source provides relief to a stressed environment. The use of reclaimed water is growing, with governments, industries, and agriculture realizing the benefits of reusing the resource. In areas of the district where alternative water sources are not readily available, land use changes will play a key role in meeting new water needs. New homes mean more people and new demand for water. But these new residences are often being built on former agricultural land. Some of the water that was used for farming will be available to meet the needs of the new residential or other land uses. Reducing groundwater pumping alone won't solve all the water resource problems in SWCA. Rather than relying solely on cutbacks to groundwater pumping, other creative options are being pursued. Restoring the historic drainage and storage in the watershed will be a key in addressing the low flow problems in the Upper Peace River. The district is working on several projects that would restore the historic water storage in the Upper Peace River region, capturing more water during the wet season, holding it in the upper reaches of the watershed, and then releasing it into the Upper Peace River during dry periods. The district is partnering with government, industries, agriculture, businesses, and residents to address water resource concerns and meet the water needs of the region. The future of the southern region lies in our ability to work together and share these precious resources.